So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this. A capacity crowd here.
Well, at least on the face of it, Peter, there's very little at stake in this.
But, Jim, Well,
it still gives ample opportunity.
Here's a shot!
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
And here's Savinho. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Foden. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, I know people are probably going to knock me as being biased towards my trade, but when you have someone like this fella, Josko Gvardiol, on your side, it's hard not to pick him out. Such an extraordinary defender with an unconventional style, incredibly quick, and so good at carrying the ball forward. Keep your eyes on him.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Foden. Savinho receives it in a good position here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Valverde! Off the post! Savinho. Battling for the right to play in the early stages. Tries from a long way out. And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Valverde really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Madrid with the corner, they're first. They've played it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, now he can run away with it. Haaland! And that would have been some goal.
Well, I'm glad he took the opportunity to run with the ball when the chance came about. That's the kind of positive thinking they need right now.
Nicely aimed pass. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. Haaland, over to the right flank. Now it's Haaland. Plenty of endeavour from either side, but not much of it in the vicinity of either goal.
Well, it's certainly not a drab affair, Peter. It's had its moments.
Doku. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Tchouaméni. Bouts of passing here, really easy on the eye. Doku. And the counter is on. And he's forced to go back. Bernardo Silva powering forward here. Foden. Bellingham. And it's Bellingham. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Vinicius Junior. Valverde really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
He's picked his way through. Mbappe. And now the breakaway. Doku. He's found a way through. In with the challenge. There's some great running on show here, but ultimate tries one from range. Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Good ball, good take. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. It's their second corner of the game. And it's been taken short. Now it's Haaland. And the shot! Madrid are looking to go forward now. Great vision. And he's picked it up out wide. Savinho. Now, what about a counter-attack? Now it's Doku. And he welcomes it in. Rudiger. Tchouaméni. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Rodrigo. That's tidy. And that is the end of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So there was the first half.
Manchester certainly have plenty of positives to take from that first half, especially the way they were able to turn it on in the last few minutes. I can see them coming out with more menace, more meaningfulness after the break, as momentum is definitely with them now.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Manchester have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
A good play on the left-hand side here. And it's Rodri. And here's Foden. Tchouaméni gets a foot in here. He's having a good look here. And a real chance to break the deadlock. Lovely, now then. He's a sharp little ball here. Doku unable to make it happen for all. And the shot! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Alexander-Arnold. He's through here. Now it's Rodrigo. Ruben Dias, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Mbappe! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Madrid have their second corner now. Aimed beyond the defence, plays it in low. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And now they can spring out of defence. Ball in towards the middle. Rodrigo! It's a pretty loose pass. And still, we await the first breakthrough. Knocks it out wide. Lewis. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Great ball, and he's in here! Eder Militao did well to stay calm there. Tchouaméni. Bellingham.
Manchester have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Madrid appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack.
He'll try from distance! It's hit the crossbar. Rodrigo. Bellingham.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And he's managed to get free. That's very neat. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Rodri did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Rodrigo really needed to be much faster then, much more decisive.
And he's in on goal.
Manchester really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Doku gets into a good position. And that's a danger. Tries a shot! Defending of the desperate variety. Madrid have it back and can go again. Tchouaméni, Vinicius Junior. Madrid couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Doku, oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. Well, the crowd's impatience is an indicator that they haven't quite given up on a goal just yet.
Bellingham with the delivery. Guardiol. Bernardo Silva. Just 5 minutes left. Lewis spots it and intercepts. Ups for safety. Bernardo Silva. Doku is onto this.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Can they find an extra gear here?
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
1 minute added time.
He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Carreras, and it's Valverde, and he's let fly, and that is it. That was the last kick of the game. So, Jim, any strong opinions after all of that?
Well, the scoreline may have a disappointing look about it, Peter, but that's where it ends. I think this game has had a real lively feel, and I'm not ready to give up on it yet.
So here we go then, extra time is coming up. Well, we are already up and running again. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And he's quick to return it.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
Rodri. And Guehi. Tries to play it through. That's good play.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
He's shifting through the gears here. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Ruben Dias. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's cause for mild irritation. Now it's Haaland. Bernardo Silva. Oh, and a chance! It's bounced back off the post. Valverde. Rodrigo. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And it's Bellingham. Oh, good spread. It's a good look. Oh, good climb! Now, who's going to be first to this? Savinho absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Hello attendees, this is a lost
So
children
just 15
announcement.
minutes still
With
to
the father
come.
of a boy in the green backpack.
Halfway
kindly
through
contact
extra
the
time
nearby
and
member
still
of
we are
staff.
deadlocked. Is it time for a hero to step up and to grab the headlines here?
Substitution on the field. Number 47.
And so the last chance to find a winner.
Number 16. Rodri.
It's been cagey for
Number
this long.
20.
Will the last 15
Silva.
minutes be any different?
Number 9. Erling Haaland.
And he's
Coming on
managed
the
to
field.
gift it back.
Number 10. Ryan
Lewis.
Cherki. Number 8.
Cherki.
Kovacic. Number
Here's
4.
Doku.
Reinders.
Goulet.
Number 7.
Mbappe. And he's got the... There's the shot! Incredible! Just incredible! Mass euphoria! Ecstasy! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Madrid are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Madrid have fired themselves in front.
What a great time to score, but it does give the manager a real headache. Does he sit on this lead now, or try and finish it off?
Nice interception, well timed. Knocks it into space.
Manchester truly seem to be at loggerheads in trying to sort this out. Is it the passing or the movement that's the problem? I think both.
Passing is crisp and sharp.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
He is through here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Savinho. Can he finish? It's a goal! And right near the end, we have parity.
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
And that is that. There is only one way to decide this now. So after all of that, what can we say?
Both sets of players have run themselves into the ground here, Peter, and as extra times go, I think I'll remember this for a while.
Nothing more the coaches can do. They, along with the rest of us, mere spectators, as we hit football's ultimate drama. And he does it with poise.
That's the example they will want to follow.
Now it is the turn of the captain.
Yeah, good pen that.
So both teams on the board. Reinders, second to go. Oh, he's missed!
It's a brave attempt, but he really should be getting it on target.
Vinicius Junior, second in line for them. And he puts it away.
Well, any penalty converted is a good penalty, so he did his bit there.
This then to level matters. Made it look easy.
It was well disguised. It gave no inkling as to where he was going on that.
We're on to number 3 here. And he's hit the frame of the goal!
He didn't need to cut things so finely.
Savinho, fourth in their queue. And the keeper is off the hook. Agonising, just agonising.
The idea was good, he just needed a more precise execution.
Oh, sent him the wrong way.
Good penalty. The keeper might have done him a favour in committing just a bit early.
And stuck away with ice in his veins.
How confident was that? Backed himself all the way.
So it's all on the shoulders of the keeper. And there you have it. So it all ends in heartbreak, all the effort, all the excitement. Hello and welcome one and all, the atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening, the skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
And the finish! And it's a goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more. Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
So, a breakthrough already. Oh, that's neat. Foden. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Bernardo Silva. Rodrigo.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Now, has he got the beating of his marker here? Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Vinicius Junior. And it's Valverde. Here's Valverde! Oh, he has leathered that.
Well, I think he's surprised himself how he managed not to hit the target then. He seemed to believe it was going in.
Great pressure, plenty of it. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Heading backwards. This is a promising build-up. Now it's Doku. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Eder Militao. He can run onto that. Haaland. And they can counter here. Savinho. He's picked his way through. Bernardo Silva. Drills one. And the shot! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
Oh, he's played it in low. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Foden. And here's Doku. Strokes it back. Bernardo Silva. And here's Haaland. Played back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
It's a promising position. Lovely bit of skill. It's a sweeping cross. Bellingham. Bellingham does really well to win the ball there. It's a good run down the right. Rodrigo. He's in a good position here. Great ball, and he's in here. That's put paid to the danger. Bellingham really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
He might be in here! Steaming on goalwards.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Aims beyond the defence. Knocks it into space. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Knocks it out wide. Ambitious ball here. That ball looks a good one. Now he's running away. He's a sharp little ball here. Rodri. Passing is crisp and sharp. Rodrigo. Valverde. Oh, nicely intercepted. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And here's Haaland. Great vision. Nice interception, well timed. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Manchester clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Mbappe pinches it off him. Valverde running with intent. Oh, he's burst through. Shot at goal! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Alexander-Arnold plays it short. Savinho. And now a sudden chance to counter. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's made sure that's not getting through. Threads one in.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Valverde. And for the first half, that is that. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak may be all it needs to change it.
Goals, goals and more goals. That's been the story of the half. The team separated by the tiniest of margins at the break. So straight into the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Good play on the left-hand side here. Savinho. That's a sharp pass. Valverde touches it back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Looking for options for movement. Oh, super ball! And it's Bernardo Silva. Oh, there's a probing ball. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Ruben Dias. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Now this could be a chance! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
It's their second corner of the game. Eder Militao tries to clear. Doku powering forward here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. He'll try from distance! Terrific effort, just off target.
I think it was one of those, Peter, where he's caught it too well. He's not even looking at the keeper, so he knew where everything was.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
And he's had it nicked away. Now it's Haaland. It's a good spell of possession, this. And it's Bernardo Silva. No, that's been intercepted. Now it's Mbappe. Guardiola kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Rodrigo, foot in. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Yehi. It's Bernardo Silva, looking to pass their way up the pitch. Nice sequence of passes, this. Eder Militao. Lobbed in behind. Distributed tidily. That's a good run he's making there. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Corner number 2 then.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Now it's Doku, showing great feet there.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Bernardo Silva. Now it's Foden, and he was quick to react. Now then, the ball's come loose. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. He is through here. He's had a shot! And there's a goal. There seemed no way back, but they are level. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, this ought to give them some renewed energy. If anyone's going to win it in normal time, you've got to make them favourites now.
And he's going to have his name taken. Ruben Dias.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Looking to play him in. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe, he's got away. Bellingham. Chance! Oh, he's done it! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Madrid found the way, forcibly. And that's that. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim? Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
Haaland! I think that's offside. Yes, it is. No, that was never going to make it. And he's decided to go for it. Not a bad try by any means.
Vinicius Junior has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
Gvardiol. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, when it comes to being very watchable, Peter, I don't think you'll get much better than Vinicius Junior. His raw pace, added to the infinite amount of trickery he has up his sleeve, are sure to cause any defence no shortage of headaches. He just needs a better final product at the top level.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. Gvardiol, can he get on the end of this? Alexander-Arnold, pass somewhat off target. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very...
He's having a shot! It's in! That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now, he's got space here. Doku. Oh, that's fabulous. Tchouaméni did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And it's made a decent chance! Oh, this looks sharp. Looking for options. Shapes to shoot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Haaland deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Engages and forces him off the ball. Vinicius Junior. He's through here. He's being urged to shoot. Quality ball.
Manchester are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
He's picked his way through.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Vardiol is there, and he can pick it up. And he welcomes it in. He has found the way through. Bellingham, who's set up one goal so far. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And it's Bernardo Silva, and here's Haaland.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
This looks promising. He is through here. Bernardo Silva. Doku venturing down the left, and he's being shifted off it. Rodrigo. Bernardo Silva. Now it's Savinho. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Throw it. Bernardo Silva, and here's Foden. Oh, cracking ball.
Manchester certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Bernardo Silva. That has not gone well. Vinicius Junior receives it in a wide position. Lewis, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And here's Mbappe. He's having a hit! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Doku.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now it's Haaland. And it's Bernardo Silva. Now it's Foden.
There will be
He's
one
a
minute
sharp little
added time.
ball here. And he shoots! Oh, off the bar! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Foden must have been hit by a flash of doubt then. He complicated what looked like an easy opportunity.
That's it, 45 minutes up. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's
Volunteers for each
been
block.
fairly flat,
Please
and the
report to the
supports have
staff
had
room
little to
immediately.
cheer about. So
Everyone,
an awful lot of
please welcome the
questions
two sides.
have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Manchester really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
That's an imaginative pass. And he's got the beating of his man. Shoots! It's run loose. And it's Bernardo Silva. Mbappe. That's destined for the flank. He's got away. Vinicius Junior. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Goes for a shot! Now, how often do you see that?
Manchester really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Good running, strong and purposeful. Still chasing the game, trailing by one. Madrid are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
And he's managed to get free. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Bernardo Silva. Rodri. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Savinho. 60 minutes played. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Good-looking ball. Now it's Mbappe. Nice bit of trickery. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Looking for the run. Vinicius Junior. He is just caressing the ball. There's some great running on.